Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. And it's time for another transfer update. Leeds United have tabled a bid for Salzburg attacking midfielder Brenden Aaronson. Listen, it's a late upload for me, but you have to strike while the iron is hot. And loads of news has come out this evening about us being in for USA star Brenden Aaronson. Before we get into the video, I've done a lot of research, plenty of articles out there for me to do that. I am going to link each of the articles in the description. But yeah, we've got loads to go through. And it is one that really excites me. But before we discuss him, please smash a like on the video. We passed 8K the other day. Let's continue that rise. It massively helps the video and more people getting eyes on it and rewards me for all the hard graft. So yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in and, of course, hit that notification bell and let's get into it. So, guys, you'll have to just forgive me for a second because I've just had to quickly do this while the video was uploading because we've had some more news come out. So, David Anderson from the Mirror, who has been pretty bang on this transfer window with Leeds United news, has said that Leeds United, and I quote, have tabled a bid for a second as yet of known unidentified player. So as well as the deal for Brenden Aaronson, Leeds United have also tabled another bid for an unidentified player. So Leeds United are starting to make moves. So that's going to make your evening, innit? That's what I'm here for. Peace out. Leeds. Enjoy the rest of this video as well, because I don't know where I'm sticking this, but yeah, enjoy it. So guys, as I said at the start of the video, we have officially tabled a formal bid for RB Salzburg midfielder Brenden Aaronson. It's believed to be in the region of around 15 million. Salzburg do value him much higher than that, but Leeds are persisting with their interest and want to get this one over the line. Although the bid has been rejected, Leeds United are going to persist with this deal. Now, just a little bit on Brenden Aaronson, because listen, I didn't know much of the kid prior to this, but he is originally from the Philadelphia Union Academy. He turned pro with them ahead of the 2019 MLS season and recorded 7 goals and 9 assists in 54 regular season and playoff appearances with them, and was named in the MLS Best 11 for the 2020 season. Not even a full year after he'd started in the MLS, he then moved to Red Bull Salzburg for £6 million. Now, I do believe there were more lucrative offers on the table at that time for him, not least a club in Scotland. It could have been Rangers, it could have been Celtic, but you can understand why he would have opted for Salzburg, because, of course, they know a player and they develop players, not least the likes of Erling Haaland, Sadio Mane, Naby Keita, Upamecano, among many others. So you can understand why he made that move. And whilst at Salzburg, he has 3 goals and 7 assists in 26 appearances across all competitions this season. And whilst at Salzburg, he has managed to fight his way into the United States setup, and he has 2 goals and 1 assist in World Cup qualifying for them. And he's just one of 2 American players, along with RB Leipzig midfielder Tyler Adams, to appear in all 8 matches thus far in the qualifiers. And he's played almost every minute of Salzburg's 6 Champions League group stage matches. They do face Bayern Munich in the round of 16 as well. So he's got a lot of experience for such a young lad. Leeds United, I believe, are not the only club interested. I believe AC Milan and RB Leipzig obviously are interested as well. They would be. You know, their club, Red Bull, it seems a bit of a chain of events that normally ends up they're moving up the ladder, right? So of course Leipzig are interested. In terms of playing style, what could he bring to Leeds United? Well, there has been loads done on Aaronson even before this news came out. Josh Hobbs at All Stats Aren't We had done a piece. There's been a piece done on The Athletic about his rise through soccer, really, and his move obviously over to Salzburg. But primarily he plays as a winger for the US national team. However, he's an incredibly active player, known for his endurance, quickness, and pressing ability, and he's lined up in a central role during his club career. And sources at Leeds have confirmed that they see him playing in an attacking midfield role, should they be able to acquire him. And we know that's something we need. We haven't had that since the likes of Pablo, Saiz, etc. It's a whole that needs filling, and Leeds United and Bielsa see Brenden Aaronson has that player. Look, his pressing is off the charts. It's probably one of his best qualities. Whether he's playing at the tip of the diamond for Salzburg or on the wing for the United States, he constantly makes a huge impact whilst without the ball. And his numbers are across the charts, running-wise, via pressing stats, and that's something that feeds into Leeds United 100%. He's got the thinking part of the game down too. He's an intelligent player, crafty with his runs in attack, knowledgeable about when to put the clamps on opponents, and blessed with a real understanding of how to find and exploit open spaces. I've seen him likened over on the old Twitter sphere to Conor Gallagher. He's the most current equivalent that we have in the Premier League, and he'd fit with Leeds United for a few different reasons. He's very similar to Mateusz Klich in his playing style. He's aggressive off the ball, with bursts of acceleration, helping him put pressure on opponents. He's excellent at off the ball runs, bursting into the box to receive the ball himself or to make space for others. He would also offer a threat when dribbling with the ball, and his creative numbers are good. He's got 5 assists for Salzburg this season. Off the ball runs, just a little bit more on that. As I say, you can get more oomph on this. I know Josh at All Stats Haven't We has done a scouting report. I put all the links to them articles in the description. But when he passes the ball, he sets off quickly to receive it again in a more dangerous position. When his teammates have the ball, he often makes runs to penetrate the opposition's defensive line. He pulls wide to help overload the wings, which again is a massive plus when you're playing in this Leeds United system. His constant movement makes him a threat that opponents can never switch off from. In one of the articles I read, his dad was speaking about watching him at a game, and he seen him set off on this move, and he looked away for a second and seen the ball was in the back of the net and assumed it was someone else because he'd moved that quick from his starting position. He assumed it was someone else that had scored the goal, when in actual fact it was Brenden Aaronson. So it's something that he's very good at. You can never switch off because, as I say, you'll find he's appeared somewhere else completely different to where he was seconds before. And that's what we need. The goal that we scored against West Ham, when you watch that back, just watching Mateusz Klich's movement off Declan Rice, which enables him to get that little yard of space to take the shot that Fabianski saves. But it's them little movements that create that space that means you can get an effort at goal. He loves to dribble with the ball. When receiving it, running with it seems to be the first thing he wants to do. And it's something that he's very, very strong at. So, he definitely fits in the Leeds United mold of what we're looking for. We need a creative spark in there. So if we could get this deal done, it'd be amazing. And how likely are they to sell? Well, Salzburg are never really hesitant to sell players. It's what they do, right? They bring in young, talented players, get them to a level and move them on. But they do have the Champions League clash against Bayern Munich. He has a key role within the squad, so it does make the deal potentially a little bit more complicated. But we are still determined to sign him in January. And as well, just to caveat that, it makes commercial sense as well. Like we've seen Leeds United linked to Weston McKennie, for example. It makes sense for Leeds United for me to be in for an American prospect, because with the 49ers due to take us over very soon, it's so much easier for them to market Leeds United whilst we have a young up-and-coming star in Brenden Aaronson in our side. We've seen that tongue-in-cheek video that the pawn shop did, and they were talking like Christian Pulisic was like, they called him the LeBron James of the soccer world. They said he was like Messi and Ronaldo. So it just shows you how clouded their opinion of one of their stars is in Pulisic. So if Brenden Aaronson went on to have a similar or a same trajectory, of course we know Pulisic is very, very good, but if he's a star of that MLS soccer team, then of course that translates to money in the bank for Leeds United. It makes perfect sense from a commercial sense, but it's not just like a Nidiguchi signing, where you can sell some shirts. Like, this guy has clear potential and would fit in for what we need from a creative spark, and just his pressing numbers and everything that comes with it is off the scale. The only sticking point is, of course, that Salzburg are owned by Red Bull. We are in dispute with them over the payment of the fee for Jean-Kevin Augustin. So that could throw a few spanners in the work. They may not want to do a deal with Leeds United. But look, we bid £15 million. We may go gain 20, 25. We know now that money's there, which is good for us as Leeds fans, because I think a lot of people were starting to worry. I always felt Leeds United would get some deals in, and I've said as much throughout. But yeah, the fact that we tabled a bid of decent money, £50 million for a young player that looks a massive prospect, you know what I mean? So it's definitely something that excites me 100%. And for me, it's the very first real credible link. Of course, we were linked with JUSTJOE. We've been linked with many players during this window, but this one, the fact that it's been reported by The Athletic and a number of sources, and even when people are doing scouting reports that know a lot more about the game than me or you, I would assume that they're looking at him as a potential even before we're linked. You know what I mean? Because when these statos have a look at all these numbers, he fits into what Leeds United need, into the mould. So the fact that these are done and then we're actually linked with him shows you, because we know Victor Orta's very big on that sort of stuff. So it's huge. It is huge for Leeds United, and one that I will be watching with a very keen eye over the next coming days, because as I say, it looks like that one might be a fast mover. So make sure you keep your eyes on it. But thank you as always for watching this video. Please do like it. Share the video as well if you can. Subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and hit that notification bell. And enjoy the rest of your evening, or enjoy your day if you're watching this after the fact. But peace out. Leeds.